Hello, everyone. It's Bethany Lynn with His Heart Ministries, where we communicate the heart of God to the heart of His beloved. And that's you. You are so loved by God. And as many of you know, I was hit with COVID. That spirit did get a hold of me. And I wrestled for a few weeks. And I am just so thankful to be on the other side of it. And it was scary. Yes, I had pneumonia. I was hospitalized. And I just thank God that He saw fit to spare my life. It's of no goodness of my own, but it's of the mercy and it's of the grace of God that I can say that I'm here. And I'm so excited. And it just makes me more intentional about sharing God's heart to His beloved, to His people, and doing the will of God and having Him flow through me the way that He so chooses. And one takeaway from while I was dealing with it in the thick of it, I could just definitely feel, and this is my experience. This may not be everyone's experience, but this is my experience. But while I was in the thick of it, in the midst of it, I could literally feel that spirit trying to exploit any weaknesses in my body. I have pre-existing conditions, and I literally could feel that spirit almost like searching out my areas of weakness to exploit it. And I had to go into a place of warfare, of prayer, praying against that, and that God would shield me, that God would build me up, that God would make those areas of weakness invisible to the enemy. And again, this is my experience. This is how God worked through me through this whole ordeal. And as I was thinking about that, I think about as in the natural, so it is in the spiritual, how that the enemy wants to exploit areas of weakness in our life. And oftentimes, when we're proficient in many areas, we stay and we like to rest in the areas of our proficiency. But when the areas of our weakness or where we falter or where we fail, oftentimes we shy away from that. We don't want to go into those arenas because we haven't had success. But what happens is these are the areas that the enemy will constantly seek to exploit. He will constantly seek to bring those back into play because we haven't dealt with them. And so what I want to share with you today is to allow yourself to go to those areas of weakness in your life. Allow the light of God to shine on those areas of weakness, because in that place of weakness, God will make you strong. He will shore you up in that area, because the enemy wants to blackmail you. He wants to exploit you. He wants to extort you, because he'll constantly seek to shine the light on that, because we many times don't want to deal with it. So today I'm asking you, allow God to shine the light in your areas of weakness. And so He could turn those areas of weakness into an area of strength, of proficiency. I mean, God has so much for us. And if we continue to hide and shy away from those areas, it will constantly be a thorn or a place where you trip up, unless you allow God to help you through it. Allow Him to give you the strength. So I want to address it. Lord, this area of weakness, this area where I'm constantly hurt. It may be rejection. It may be fear. It may be loneliness. It may be lack of stewardship. You may have a problem lying. You may have whatever it is, because you know what? We all have something. But it is incumbent upon us to deal with it. Let God deal with it, so that the enemy, when he comes, he won't find a place to settle. because I'm shored up in this area. Oh, I handled that pain. I handled that rejection. I handled that. So it's not an issue with me anymore. Now, as we go through our life, honey, we will never finish. We're never going to finish. Because I guess when we reach that place where God says, okay, I'm done, then we're done. But we keep walking towards perfection and proficiency. So I love you. And that was just a little quick word. I just wanted to share with you. And I'm so thankful to be on the other side. And I pray for those who have lost their lives, the families of those who have lost their lives. I pray for those who are struggling right now with that wicked, evil spirit, COVID. I pray right now in the name of Jesus. I pray healing and I pray deliverance. I pray restoration and complete 100% healing with no residue. I love you, and I pray God's biggest, his brightest, and his best. And it's so good to be alive. God bless you.